welcome remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Good morning, Bulldogs, families, and guests. As he said, my name is Tanya Drury, and I'm the principal here at Bluegrass. For those of you who I have not met, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining us for this very special ceremony. We are here today, students, to celebrate our veterans and their service. I want to thank Mr. Gibbs for his work in preparing the ceremony for us, and I also want to thank our veterans for being here today, and thank you for your service. Students, please give your full attention to Mr. Gibbs as he is going to introduce our guest speaker for today, and please fully engage in the ceremony. You're going to be in for a treat. I know that you have done an excellent job so far, and I'm excited to see how you represent Bulldogs. At this time, I will ask Mr. Gibbs to come up and introduce our guest speaker.
Before I introduce our guest speaker, I would like to say welcome to today's ceremony, to welcome our nation's veterans. And we are here today to honor our veterans and remember their achievement and their courage and their dedication and sacrifice. Please stand if you are a veteran. give him a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. I have the distinct and privilege to introduce our guest speaker, Sergeant First Class Evans. Sergeant First Class Evans is a 38-year-old native of Nashville, Tennessee. He enlisted in the Army at the age of 22, and he started active duty November the 5th, 2005, and completed his one-unit station as a 12 Charlie crew member at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. His military schooling and training consists of specialized search dog course, basic leaders course, combat leadership course, sharp course, advanced leader course, master fitness course, air assault, master driver training, mobile rehabilitation drill sergeant school, senior leader course, unit prevention leader, equal opportunity and leader course, master resilience training, observer training, and master leader course. His awards and decorations are the Army Accommodation Medal, 4th Oakley Cluster, the Army Achievement Medal, 3rd Oakley Cluster, Army Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Service Ribbon, Iraq Campaign, Global War on Terrorism, Korean Defense Medal, Armed Forces Service Medal, Non-Commissioned Officer Professional Development Medal, Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, Expert Marksmanship Badge, Drill Sergeant Badge, and Air Assault Badge. His combat diplomas include Operation Iraq Freedom 2006, Operation Enduring Freedom 2008-2009. And while deployed, he supported both mounted and dismounted units, conducting 82 missions in 12 months. Sergeant First Class Evans has earned his associate degree in general studies from Central Texas College and is currently working towards a bachelor's degree in organizational leadership at the University of Louisville. Bulldog Nation, let's give Sergeant First Class Evans a warm welcome.
Amazing rendition of the American anthem. That was beautiful. Almost cried. Personnel and volunteers that have come out today, I'd like to thank you all as well. At some point, I will be where you all are sitting. But as of right now, I will keep buying random uniforms to fit in with the times. If you do not understand the change of the uniform as of yet, someone called me a Marine earlier. I'm not a Marine. This is just the Army's new hotness. Times change. All right? Today I'm going to talk to you all about what Veterans Day actually means to me. All right? Growing up, I didn't know anyone in the military. Anybody. But once I joined, I found out I had at least 5 or 6 relatives that have served or still serve. So it would have swayed my choices in regards to which branch I chose, but I'm happy that I chose. Growing up, I looked at movies. I looked at a lot of movies. I enjoyed the military mind frame. I enjoyed the run, jump, crawl, climb, shoot, spit, cuss, that lifestyle. I enjoyed it. So I made sure that the plans that I made moving forward put all of that in my grasp. At 18, I decided to sign out of school because I was tired of the institutionalized thought process. And then I joined the Army. It fits me. The Army truly fits me. I like to walk long distances in a directionless abyss, if you will. I enjoy being told what to do because I don't have to think at that point. That all changed once I became a father. Now, I've been a drill sergeant. I've trained over 300 or 400 soldiers. But nothing makes me more nervous than trying to explain anything to a room full of kids. Nothing. We are consistently trying to figure out where the gap needs to be filled in regards to the relationship between what a veteran is and what a civilian is. It's always a thought that runs through our head. When I joined the Army, I found out that I was going to be part of something greater than myself. As cliche as it may sound or actually be, is the truth. Here, as Bulldogs, you all are part of something greater than yourself. In 20 years, when you see your yearbook photo from this year, you will realize that the people to your left and your right have moved on. You might still know them, but there's going to be a small handful that actually joined the military. And when you think back and you realize the people to your left and your right now wouldn't seem fit to lead you out of a wet paper sack, you'll start thinking to yourself, what was that person thinking? What did they do in their lives to get them to where they currently are? When I think about the people that I left behind, I realize if I go back home, they were where they were when I left them. They didn't make a decision. They decided to stay in the course that they chose. The Army has a lot of rules. Those rules come with consequences, just in life. While you all are in the Bulldogs organization, you all have three. You have three core values. Now, without all shouting them out, who would like to give me your three core values? There we go, a lot of hands. Is it possible, because at some point, you're going to have to be doing something as a group. So as a group, never mind. Sixth graders, raise your hand. Fantastic. What's the first core? Okay. Sounds optional at this point. Seventh grader, number 2. What is it? Responsibility. Responsibility. Last but not least, the grade that I love to skip. 8th grade. What's that label? Safety! All right, 8th graders, I just got around 7th graders. That's okay. Stuff happens. It's cool. In the Army, we have the Army values and the warrior ethos. The Army values in an acronym, leadership. Right? Loyalty, duty, respect. Right? Selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. Each one of those represents an aspect of what it is to be a soldier. But you don't have to join the military to understand that. You all already have a few of those core values rolled up into what you're doing right now. Those core values help guide me in regards to what right looks like, what I should be doing when no one is watching, what I raise my right hand to do, and what sacrifices that need to be made in order for me to progress. Not only for myself, but for my family, not only for my family, but for this country as well. A veteran is someone that's been there, done that, and hasn't stopped. Generally speaking, has not stopped. So, when I was voluntold to come out and be a speaker today, which is fine, I asked my kids, one's in 6th grade and one's in 7th grade, and then of course one in 1st grade. How do you relate what a veteran is to you all? How do you make it relate? It's rhetorical, but don't worry about it. Eager. That's another one of those underlying skills that are needed to be in the military. How can I relate what it is to be a veteran to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade? And you know what? I'll give you a shot. How can I relate to you? will paraphrase. Now, for future reference, there wasn't a question, but he was eager, so I gave him a chance to answer that question. He answered it in regards to, we can do something that you all can't, primarily because of the lack of experience and the age gap. Right? So when I go to relate the veterans to you all, the first thing that comes to mind is Call of Duty, Warzone. Show of hands, who plays? When I think about a veteran, I'm thinking about that GOAT in quad. I'm thinking about that random in quad. As you play the game, you log in, find out none of your friends are online. Those are the ones you left behind to move further into your Call of Duty career. Right? You log in, you go to quads. You meet 3 other people that you have no relationship to. None whatsoever. The only thing you all have in common is the fact that they're all sitting on the same couch playing the same game at the same time. That's all you have in common. You start the match, one person picks a place to go, 3 people go there, one person doesn't even jump out the plane. We're wondering where that random individual is. They got him to the bathroom, didn't tell nobody. You land on the rooftop of prison. Life hits you hard. You realize you're not alone on that rooftop of prison. You scramble, communicate to the best of your ability. The roof is full, don't jump on the roof. But it's too late, everybody's on the rooftop now. You get shot up, and you're screaming for your battle buddy to come pick you up, because you're crawling back to that door. They make it to you. Press and hold X for as long as it takes. They pick you up, you're grateful at that point. Y'all collect your thoughts. You find a place to secure weapons and secure as much money as you can before you can go buy a load out. And you collect all the things that you need to move forward, to be victorious in said match. And then out of nowhere, Leroy Jenkins comes up and messes up the whole thing. Ask your parents about Leroy Jenkins. When we join the military, that is the lowest portion of relevance in this room right now. We make a decision with a room full of other people that we have never met in our lives. We go to basic training, we go to AIT, we go to our units. We're told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, minus the why, and where to do it. You're right. We're told these things. As we progress throughout our military careers, we learn that there's a reason for everything that we do. There's a reason that you all are sitting in here today. We're all in here to show appreciation for not only our parents, but our parents' parents, the sacrifices that they made in regards to military service. When I think about what I wanted to be growing up, the first thing that came to my mind was a cop. That was the first word I ever learned how to spell. I think I was 3. I was proud of it. C-O-P. Happy. And then I realized that there's another option. It's not a last-ditch effort. It's not a Hail Mary throw to better your life. It's a decision that you make to improve not only your life, but someone else's. I joined the Army. Here I stand. Now that I'm in, I'm looking for that next step. And that next step is right here. I want to get out and grow my beard as long as I can. Right? I want to be able to go where I want to go without having to shine a sheet of paper. I want to not feel 100% wrong from holding an umbrella when it's raining outside. That's what happened this morning. I was given an umbrella and I just knew at the back of somebody's car, somebody was going to yell at me for simply doing this. But it's a decision that we make. It's a decision that they've made. I want to get to the next level, which is where they are. As you all sit and contemplate your futures, this is a route. Not the route, unless you want to carry on a family lineage or you want to try something harder than the gym. You know? It's a decision. I am proud of that decision. The personnel that are sitting in front of me and beside of me are proud of their decisions. Your school teachers that have served or are a loved one of someone that has served, they're proud of their decision. Lastly, I am proud of the decision to come up here and speak today. In conclusion, when we think about what it means to be a veteran or what Veterans Day means to us, we look at taking responsibility for the choices that we make. You can't do without it. If you want to be a successful individual, you have to learn to reflect. The main thing you can do is take responsibility for your actions and or inaction. Giving and showing respect is not something that is just willy-nilly. You give it to receive it. Treat others as you would like to be treated. And lastly, making sacrifices for the greater good. It's not about me. It's not about me. Today is an off day for the military, federal government. But I've been up since 5 o'clock. Normal day, but it's an off day. And I decided to put on the most uncomfortable outfit that the Army decided to give me. I'm sweating. I've lost a few damage on this uniform already. I'm waiting for something to fall off. But the veterans understand. They're not going to pin me down. They're not going to hold me extremely accountable because they've been there and done that. At some point, you all will make that decision as well. Lastly, being that this is my first time being a public speaker in this regard, I would like to say that I'm proud of myself for not dropping the F-bomb. It isn't. Again, thank you all for your time. Thank you all for your service. I'm out.
Thank you, Sergeant First Class Evans, for sharing with our students today. As we conclude this ceremony, we would like to take a moment to recognize the veterans from Bluegrass Middle School. As I call your name, staff, please come forward to accept just a small token of our appreciation and stay on the floor with us so that we can celebrate you all. We'll start with Mr. Perry. Miss Vincent. Mr. Jackson. Miss Wicks. Miss Boglin. Officer Hobby. Mr. Gibbs. We would also like to recognize two veterans who are not in here with us today, Mr. White and Mr. Garcia. Give our Bulldog Bluegrass veterans one last round of applause.
I really appreciate everything you have done today, been attending and listening, and I really appreciate that. And this is my first Veterans Day here at Bluegrass, and I tell you, it meant a lot for me to spend this day with you all, because you are my family. So, before we dismiss, okay, I gotta hear something. Who let them dogs out? Who let them dogs out?
Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Again, parents, families, thank you all for being here with us today.